Members of the Board of Trustees, Committee on Audit, please respond present when you hear your name. Trustee Kevin Kim.
Present.
Trustee Robert Mojica.
Present.
Trustee Jill O'Donnell Tormey.
Present.
Trustee Angelo Vivolo.
Present.
Professor Ned Benton, the faculty rep.
Present.
Great. Professor John Verzani, faculty alternate.
Present.
Terrific. Jasmine Ramirez is the student rep.
Present.
Jasmine. And Timothy Hunter is the student alternate. Don't see Timothy. Okay, we have a quorum. This public meeting on audit is now called to order pursuant to the New York State Legislature's recent extension of the suspension of required in-person meetings under the Open Meetings Law. This meeting is being held remotely via video conference with access to the public session available on the CUNY Board of Trustees website. A copy of the calendar and agenda of items is also available online at the CUNY Board of Trustees website. Additional items may be added during the meeting. And as a reminder, please mute so we can ensure that everyone can hear. I will now take a roll call. Attendance for members of the Chancellery and other invited guests. Members of the Chancellery and other invited guests, please respond present when you hear your name. Chancellor Matos Rodriguez.
Presente.
General Counsel and Senior Vice Chancellor for Legal Affairs, Derek Davis.
Present.
Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Operating Officer, Hector Batista.
Presente.
Interim Vice Chancellor and Chief Financial Officer, Christina Chiappa.
Present.
Vice Chancellor Dorian Gloria.
Present.
Vice Chancellor Richard White.
Present.
Martin Sturla, the Chief Procurement Officer.
Present.
Sarah Montero Pappas, the University Executive Controller.
Present.
Great. And President Michelle Anderson, the COPS Liaison.
Present.
Terrific. It's all you, Kevin.
Thank you, Gail. Let's now turn to the votes, the items requiring a vote today. Given that the board members are participating remotely and we cannot see everyone on the screen at the same time, I will read the resolutions and ask for members to respond only if you would like to abstain or oppose an item. Otherwise, your vote will be recorded as a yes vote. If you are voting no or abstaining, please state your name and vote accordingly. Additionally, if you wish to second an item or have any questions, please state your name first for the record, and let's try to avoid speaking over one another. We have a short agenda item today. Action item 1A is the approval of the minutes of the January 11, 2022 meeting. I move for the item. Do I have a second?
A second.
Thank you. Any discussion on the item? Okay, we will now vote. Please only respond if you would like to abstain or oppose. Okay, this action item is approved unanimously. I'd now like to address section 2, the policy calendar, policy item 2A, a resolution to approve non-audit services provided by the university's external auditors. A request for proposal was issued by the university, who was seeking an external vendor to perform an analysis of the university's executive compensation plan. Grant Thornton LLP, who also serves as the university's external auditor, was selected to perform this service. University management and leadership at Grant Thornton have both separately reviewed the scope of the non-audit services and concluded that this work does not interfere with the independence of Grant Thornton in respect to its audit work. The university is requesting that the audit committee approve the non-audit services to be performed by Grant Thornton LLP as required to the audit committee charter. Interim Vice Chancellor and Chief CFO Christina Chiappa, Vice Chancellor Dorian Gloria, and Chief Procurement Officer Martin Sturla are available to provide further background on this item if needed. Does anyone have any questions? I move for this item. May I have a second?
Second, O'Donnell Tormey.
Okay, for the discussion, Professor Benton.
This seems totally in order, but I wonder if any of us were to ask to see what the scope of work is, is that something that could be provided to us? Not, I don't need to know in order to vote. I would, but I would be interested in what the scope of work is.
Interim Vice Chancellor, would you have that available?
Yeah, I mean, yes, it was a public procurement, so we could send the RFP around to see the scope. of
Great.
service.
Yes.
We'll be happy to share that.
Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, we'll now vote. Please only respond if you would like to abstain or oppose. Okay, seeing none, this action item is approved. With no more items on the agenda, I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Best